everybody, it's Richard. Welcome to Doseofrich, bitch! Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than the year just started. 2018 has just started, and I'm going to make a little bit of a reflection video of 2017. 2017, right, was arguably the best year of my life. So many things have happened, so many blessings have been put into place, and I humbly thank all of you that were there to support me throughout all these times, all these adventures I've had on the Doseofrich rant. For starters, let's start from the beginning. The beginning of 2017. January 2017 was pretty tough. I was dealing with a lot of things at work. I was in a job I really didn't like at the time before I got my new job. And I was still really in the 2016 phase, because you didn't know 2016 was like the worst year ever so far for me. But I was still in the 2016 phase at the beginning of 2017 in January. And I was going through the motions. I didn't like my job. I felt really down. It was a really, really tough time. But there was also some blessings in that year too. Like, for once, one of my family members being born, which I'm pretty grateful about. The other thing is, I actually got on New Year's Day, the first day of January in 2016, I got a confirmation of an interview, my email that I was scheduled to have an interview in February for the job that I have right now, which was pretty fucking exciting. And I had some blessings in January, but it was still like, I was still down the dumps and whatnot. But February, everything just took off. Everything just went from like 0 to fucking 1050. It's incredible. I mean, I'm talking about, this is gonna be where I go more towards the job. Now, the job I have, right? When I first started going to the job in February, I thought it was still gonna be true. Everybody was so friendly, I was so nice. I'm like, this is kind of weird, what's going on? But it was a very different experience that I've dealt with, because I've only worked in retail for like 2 times in a row. Not 2 times in a row, but I think 2 times in my entire life, and retail was not for me. You get the crazy shit happening in retail. You get things like people not knowing their shoe size, and then there's another thing, you get parents leaving babies in their strollers in the middle of the vicinity of the freaking store. Like, how can you leave your stroller 1,400 feet away from you? This is the daycare, this is a retail store. Shit like that happened. I wasn't getting paid as much in my last job I was in, which was pretty bad. And some of it was my fault too. Some of it was self-inflicted. A lot of things that I had to deal with personally. 2016 was a very personal year for me. I discovered a lot of issues within myself that I had to fix. And 2017, I am so proud to say I have grown as a person, man. And the biggest takeaway I can take with 2017 is that the fact I acknowledged my fuck-ups. It is so important for you as a human being to acknowledge your fuck-ups, laugh at them, and then move on, I discovered that, because if you don't acknowledge it and if you just stuff it away, you're putting up a front, making it seem like you're not good enough if you don't like be the best you could be. As a human being, you're always gonna fuck up no matter what. Another purpose of admitting your fuck ups and not about acknowledging them is that once you acknowledge them, you open up yourself to be more human than other people's. No human wants to hear about you winning all the time. Like, hey, I win. It's boring, because human life isn't like that. We all fuck up, we all make mistakes. We all go through the darkest parts of the dungeon, and then we rise up to the highest light at the very top of the tower. No one wants to hear about that all of the time. The point is, humans want to hear about the struggle. Humans want to hear about that coal that got crushed numerous times to become a diamond. It's a human thing. It's a human story. It's the hero's journey the hero wants to hear, which is why I talk about my issues so much on here, because I know I'm not the only one dealing with this, and I know that you, person watching, aren't the only one dealing with this either. There's always somebody out there dealing with this. When you express yourself like that, you open up a whole new world for people to be more comfortable with their problems, to be like, oh, it's only just me, I'm more comfortable. The thing that actually freed me from a lot of my problems from last year was knowing that I wasn't the only one that had the same problem. I thought my problem was only like very minute, very small, but you learn over time, the more personal your problem, the more universal it is. You think your problem is so insignificant, but I bet you there's somebody out there experiencing the same problem as you. Like I said in my other videos. But anyways, 2017, moving on, February, I got the job. I thought it'd be boring at first, I thought it'd be a little bit tedious. It was one of those jobs I was like helping out people, I'm in the museum, I'm doing all this stuff, I'm blowing bubbles and whatnot. I'm like, I'm getting paid for blowing bubbles? Like, it's really crazy. I can be doing the most simplest tasks, helping out kids and whatnot, but I'm actually getting paid. In my retail job, so that was amazing, I guess. The co-workers there, freaking dope, man. I'm really surprised how nice they are, things happen, but you know, that's every job. You know, I'm not gonna expect everything to be perfect. But for what I got, way exceeded my expectations, man. You got the coworkers are awesome. My managers are freaking some of the nicest people you will ever meet. It's just incredible. And by like the first month, I thought it would be bored in the job, right? But the third month I was in there, let's say around April or May. Yeah, I think it's around April. I started to love the job. I loved it, everything about it. It's like, because I was so used to the college lifestyle where, you know, people, you just meet them in college, then they get a little bit of cred in college, and then they forget who you are. They act like they didn't know you anymore. I'm just used to that. I was just so used to that lifestyle. I was used to getting shit on so many times in 2016 that 2017 was the fucking complete opposite, and everything just switched on over its head. I couldn't believe it. Like, this year I've had so many, like, literally perfect moments. Like, you don't even know to do anything with them. There are some things I've experienced this year that I feel I will hold for like the rest of my life. It was that potent and important because it's very, very hard to actually believe this until you actually experience it. Actually experience all these blessings. I was getting blessings left and right. King, you know, in terms of my art, Doseofrich, we hit a milestone going forward into the summer. You know, in summer 2017 was probably the best summer I've ever had in my entire life. In fact, I think it was. I'm passionate about my art. I did Summer of Artists. What else did I do? I got 2,000 subscribers. Shout out to you guys. Subscribers, not subscribers, but 2,000 followers on Instagram. I got more credibility and more awareness on Twitter. Well, not too much, but I got something on Twitter. I got something on Facebook. Instagram was the height of some of the milestones I've done. I've started to progress more in my job. I'm getting more of a higher rank in my job. And the summer, I started hanging out more. You know, it was a really chillax summer. I originally was supposed to go to Spain this summer because, you know, I love learning languages. For those who don't know, I'm actually studying Spanish. I've been studying Spanish ever since I was a kid. I really wanted to go to Spain, you know, this year. You know, I've applied for some scholarships in New York, maybe to get over to Spain, but alas, I didn't have enough money. I was going ham. I was applying for 3, 4, 5 scholarships, didn't get none. And it was very, like, disheartening. But I was just like, you know what? Whatever, I'm gonna go through the motions. I did get into Spain because I was trying to go to Spain to learn the Spanish language. I think more specifically, I think it was Salamanca I was trying to go to, and I couldn't get the scholarship. So I was just like, alright. But I'm really happy I did, because if I did go to Spain, I would not have experienced all the beauty that I have encountered just being in New York. You know, just having my job, all the milestones I probably never would have reached of Doseofrich, of all the adventures that were with my friends if I went to Spain. So I'm really grateful I was able to stay home and stay grounded. You know, school was cool. I mean, the first semester of 2017, I mean, it was really, I'm not too judgmental on teachers unless they really do something I find shady. I didn't like my teachers at all for like various reasons, but I was like, meh. But the second semester of 2017, it was so freaking incredible, man. Everything was just new and fresh. You know, September, I'm talking about, I had my first lecture hall class, which was pretty cool. I had 5 classes. I've had this one class which I really did enjoy and love, and one of the best classes I've took in college, period. Critical thinking, I absolutely adored that class. Spanish speaking skills, I learned a lot from Spanish. I got to the point in Spanish where fucking almost everybody in the class were Spanish speaking, and I was one of the few people in the class that did not speak Spanish. So when my teacher, I've had it before, like the year prior, so I was like, okay, I'm used to it. But when I heard her speaking, it's like, telemundo, I was like, oh my god, what the fuck are you saying? It took me a minute to adjust to what you were saying. I'm really happy I took that class, because not only did I learn, I progressed along the way, and I became more and more comfortable with speaking class. I got a B, so I'm like, yes, I did it. And that was the class I was scared the most about, because I didn't know what the fuck she was saying. It was so intimidating. Almost everybody was Spanish speaking. Some of the Spanish speakers didn't even understand what she was saying, because she was talking so damn fast. I asked her to slow down the way she was speaking. She was like, oh, I can't do that. It's a higher level. I'm like, alright, fuck it, let's do it. Let's kick this class's ass. By the grace of God, I did, man. You know, I wish I could have got that A though. I like getting A's, but you know, B is good. I'll progress into my Spanish lessons for the next semester. Classes were cool. this happened. And my social life has improved exponentially, man. I'm just so blessed for that. For instance, my social life, I've actually found friends that I can actually chill with and hang out on almost on a daily basis. I don't know how long we'll be friends with these guys. Hopefully it's a long time, but man, I was just so grateful because I was telling my close friend Ravine. Shout out to Ravine if you're watching this. A year ago, actually 2 years ago in 2016, in my first 2 years of my college, I felt that, I couldn't fit into anything. Very open, expressive, friendly guy. I like to be friends with everybody. But I just wasn't fitting in with some groups, I realized those were cliques. Not that cliques are bad, not that everybody in a clique is necessarily bad. A clique is just a group of people that are just like connected and just like very to themselves. Now I would make friends with some of these groups, but I wouldn't actually feel accepted. When I would come by and say hi, they'd be like, hey, you didn't really care. This is my first few years of my transfer to college. I really didn't feel connected, and I really didn't feel like I was meant to be there. Either I feel like doing something else like drawing, I feel like doing something else entirely, or I just felt like going home. So I didn't feel accepted. But this year, man, the latter half of 2017, my semester, I just didn't go back to the cliques anymore, man. I was just like, you know what, fuck it. If people don't want to respect me, acknowledge me, fuck it. I'll send you love, you're doing your own thing, but everybody's different, I'm different. Fuck it, it is what it is. And so, I've learned to just not use force, but to use power. Power versus force. The concept I'm trying to say is that I wasn't forcing people to be my friend or to fit in, but I was just like letting things naturally happen. Just having faith in myself. That's power. It's a concept that I have pretty much looked up, and I've really lived my motto around 2017. Don't force yourself through it, man. Things should just happen naturally. So as I began to just let things happen naturally, as soon later I saw a friend I knew from middle school. Shout out to Trey, SP, subscribe to the channel, dope ass guy, funny videos, watch it. So him get a bunch of people in the lunchroom and whatnot. I started to talk to them and meet them. And they're cool people, man. I'm really surprised, man. I'm surprised that, I was able to talk to them. I could go every single now and then and say hi and just, shoot the shit and stuff like that. So I was totally grateful that, as the months went by, I was still like friends with them and whatnot. Granted, I don't know how long it was ago, but I still was able to make some continuous progress. And again, man, I'm just grateful for that. I had my first art show. My first art show ever. I am so grateful. Shout outs to Infamous. Infamous really just helped me map, Infamous Art Collective. I found out that actually one of the creators actually goes to my school and actually got in touch with her for an art show in Brooklyn. For those of you who saw my Instagram, pictures or Twitter or the Facebook, I was advertising I was going to be in an art show. And it was fucking interesting. It was way different than the fucking arts that I expected, don't get me wrong. It was like people like, you go to the art show, you see people like sipping wine and shit like that, classical music, but it wasn't like that at all. It was totally different. I get in Brooklyn, it's late at night, 7 o'clock, it's really cold, it's October time. I get there, people are everywhere, I feel last out. I don't know anybody there, I'm just like walking around, I'm like, hey everybody, brother, friend, I didn't bring shit. I'm making like conversations, it's terribly awkward, other times it's cool, but I'm just walking around, right? So in the front, usually they have all of the art pieces like everywhere. I see a lot of people's art. It's really freaking awesome. I see my art in the corner up there. I'm like, oh, this is amazing, man. So I look at all that, and in the back section, there's like this place people just drink and smoke and get high as shit. I didn't know that an art show actually had the smoking, drinking, and vibing section in the back. I mean, there was literally this one guy, like Munchies. I don't smoke or drink. I mean, I really drink, but I don't smoke. But anyways, let's just say this was Munchies, and the guy was just, Munchies, everybody, what's Munchies? Put it in your face, and you're just like, oh my god, it was insane, man. It's like, it was interesting. I met so much smack people that day, the might as well just have called it Smack Fest, because I mean, I met some really good artists, but some of them are really smacked. I remember this one guy, I was like, hey man, how's it going? And he was just like, hey guys, go say, hey, how's everything going? I love you too. And his eyes are red and shit. I'm too, yeah, smacked. But aside from that, not everybody was smacked, of course. There was a lot of great potential, great talent. Had after we were observing the art, they actually had some musicians that actually came through and actually performed on the Brooklyn studio that the Famous was hosting, and actually met one of my friends from high school. Yo, man, shout out to Steve, bro, STX3, I think that's how you say his Instagram name. Shout out to my bro. He freaking killed it at the show. He can rap. He was talented. His was on point. You know, God bless that guy. You know, I've known him since high school. He knew he could rap. When I saw him, I was like, oh shit, that's you? Yeah, I remember he let me a post on Instagram saying, see you there. But I see him. I was like, oh shit, you rap, bro. But you know, God bless that guy. I hope he makes it big. The holidays were really, really good. I'm grateful to say that, and humbled to say that I had some of the best Thanksgivings I've ever had. I had like 4 fucking Thanksgivings, man. I have stuff like that. I realized that not a lot of people have this, and a lot of people have a life like this, man. You know, people are starving, people are hungry, but people don't even have homes. So I realize that I'm really blessed, man. You know, even last year, 2016, which was arguably like the worst like year for me, I still felt blessed because I was still growing. This year, I just feel like I'm rich, period. It's just, I need $1 million I don't even want $1 million for the truth, but yeah, man, it's just a lot of good shit has happened in the holidays. You know, Thanksgiving season. I had a Thanksgiving session at work. I went to my relative's house, she had Thanksgiving at her house, had the actual Thanksgiving, on the day of Thanksgiving at this place. I went to, and for the final, I went to the Bronx, Thanksgiving with my friends. And that was lit. We played some games. It was just the best Thanksgiving I've ever had, to tell you the truth. And then you had my birthday. I went to it was great, man. I had fun with my friend. I had like the best club experience like I've ever had. Then I had another birthday event I was planning, which I invited a lot of people to come through to a birthday event I was gonna have it on my birthday, which is December 8th, and I changed it because I went to college. It was finals week, tried to adjust the schedule. So I changed it to December 21st. I had a ball. It was great. It was food, and it was cake. So Christmas was cool. I went to my brother's house as well, and I had a fun time. It was an awesome event. So in terms of like learning languages, I've really progressed in like Haitian Creole. Like I made a package with myself. And I started 2017 that I was gonna learn Haitian Creole because Haitian, you guys don't know, I've wanted to learn it. And January 1st is Haitian Independence Day. So you know, what better to learn the language on the day my country found its independence? So I was just like, you know, I was 21 years old at the time. I was like, fuck it, let's do it. No, I'm late to the game. But I love languages. I've always been learning. I was just too lazy to learn it. And then, as I kept on speaking around, as time went by, I can speak a lot of Haitian Creole. I'm very proud of the progress I've made. God bless our mind for me out. And humbled, and I'm proud and thankful for everybody that's been on the journey with me so far. And you know, it's not always going to be easy. I'm not going to expect an easy ride the whole time. It's not gonna be easy. I know I'm gonna have to hustle my ass off to do things, but it was well deserved because it definitely matched the pain from last year. 2017, man, I was grateful for everybody that was following on my journey. Thank you guys for following the Doseofrich squad. 2018 is gonna be fucking big. My goal for this channel is to get 200 subscribers in 2018. I don't know when it's gonna set in. It's in the logistics yet, but I want to get to 100 subscribers in 2018. It's fucking do other goals. I'm on other brand social media as well. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. 2018, man, I'm ready. The momentum challenges will come. My ass will get beat down, but I know I will rise up just like I know all of you will rise up to be awesome. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys have a great 2017. If you guys didn't have a great 2017, you had a horrible year, just remember you can find the good out of everything. Like if you have the shitty year, you can always find something good out of it. For instance, for me, 2016, arguably my worst year ever. 2016 will be 2016 without like Doseofrich, because Doseofrich was made when I was in that time when I was like mad, angry, and had been aggression. Believe it or not, it was made when I was angry. So that's one positive thing, and like I say, it goes for Doseofrich. I will not be speaking to you in this camera right now, telling you about my life in 2017. Don't look for the good news situation. I wish you the next year many blessings, peace. Thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate it. Check me out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, right here, and Twitter. Subscribe, follow, share, do whatever you need to do. If you like what you see, click that damn bell for more notifications. Wish you the best for all your future endeavors in the year. And thank you guys so much for watching. And end it off, as always, guys, stay awesome.